All right, this is Math 8, Chapter 1, Lesson 5, some worksheet homework practice for negative exponents. Recall this is very similar to what we did before with regular exponents, except with the negative ones, we're going to put them in the denominator of a fraction, essentially. So when I have 8 to the negative 5th power, the way I rewrite this is as a 1 over 8 to the 5th power. And that's how that's simply written the new way. That's what the negative 5 tells me to do. On number 3, same thing is going to be true. I'm going to have 1 over z, and this says the second power, so it becomes z to the second power, as so. Number 5, same idea. This is simply, it says to evaluate though. It wants me to write it first of all as 1 over a negative 6 to the 5th power. Because it wants me to evaluate in this case here, I do need to work that out. So that becomes a 6 times 6 times 6 times 6, which is 5 of those 6s. And that equals 1 over 7,776. When I do an exponential value of a number that's negative, if it's odd, that this number is odd here, then I still end up with an odd answer. I'm sorry, a negative answer. If it's even, then I end up with an even solution. So in this case, I have negative 1 over 7,736. Okay? So that's kind of how that works out there. This is the same one like this on number 7 because I have a negative 9. So I start with a 1 over 2 to the 9th. Sorry, actually it's not, because that's a whole number, or a positive 2. So 1 over 2 to the 9th becomes 9 2's multiplied together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And that becomes 1 over 512. All right, is how we would evaluate that expression, 1 over 512. The next line, it asks us to write the fraction as an expression using a negative exponent. So here I have 2 to the 9th on the bottom. Gosh, that looks a whole lot like number 7, doesn't it? So to write this the other way, we write 2 to the negative 9th. You would think they'd spend a little more time being a little more creative, but oh well. Number 11, same idea. Here's my e, and I got on the bottom with a 5, so to put it up top, we do a negative 5 there. For number 13, to simplify the expression, when I have the same bases, right, and I have a division here, this becomes 5 minus 2. I do the top one minus the bottom one, and so 6 to the 5 minus 2 is 6 to the 3rd power, and that equals, in our case here, 6 times 6 times 6, 216 as a final solution there. On this next one, if you think of this one, it's kind of a fun one actually. What we end up doing is we do w to the 3, top value, minus the bottom value, right? Our bottom value happens to be a negative 1. So when I subtract the negative, that becomes adding a positive, so which makes it become w to the 4th power, because 3 plus 1 is 4, and that's my solution there. So there's some solutions there for your homework practice, going with Math 8, Chapter 1, Lesson 5.